and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Wildflower Mama Witch, and today I am very excited to bring to you some gentle messages that you were meant to hear right now. With the new year and the end of the holiday season, sometimes I feel like this time of year can feel a little bit crazy, a little bit all over the place. You might have tried to make some New Year's resolutions that maybe already aren't going so well, or you kind of set your expectations for the new year or for the resolutions a little bit too high. Not to say that, you can't have, high expectations and goals, but sometimes I just feel like this time of year we just need to be more gentle with ourselves. Um, for example, if you said that you were going to go to the gym every single day, and you didn't go to the gym at all just a few weeks ago, or even just a couple weeks ago, um, you know it might be a little bit more challenging for you to get to that place. And that doesn't mean that by the end of the year you won't be going to the gym every single day, but that's just kind of what we're going to be looking at during this reading, is just like where you could be a little bit more gentle with yourself. So today I have for you 3 piles. Pile 1 is this selenite. Holy cow. This selenite. That might have been a sign for you to pick this pile. Pile number 2 is this gorgeous rose quartz crystal ball. I'm gonna find little rainbows in there. Beautiful. And pile number 2, I just got this recently. Sorry about like the light glare, but it's rhodonite, and it's so beautiful. It's really heavy. This is actually for a friend, and I need to ship it tomorrow, but I thought it would be a nice piece for today's reading. Okay, so you can pick piles 1, 2, or 3. You can pick 2 piles. You can pick all 3 piles, whatever you feel called to do today. And again, these are just some gentle messages for you to hear right now. I will go ahead and give you a few moments to pick your pile or piles, and I will go ahead and take some deep breaths if you would like to join me. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into your readings. Alrighty, if you chose pile number 1 and the selenite crystal, then this is your reading. The first card you got from the Moonology Oracle deck is Be Proud of Yourself, last quarter moon in Taurus. And I feel like that is just such a beautiful message right off the bat for you, pile number 1. Be proud of yourself. You've already accomplished so much. You've already been through so much. And it's really, really important for you to be proud of yourself. Don't wait for anybody else to be proud of you, to say they're proud of you. It's time for you to just be proud of yourself first. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick this string off of my shirt. There we go. It's bothering me. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get some tarot to clarify. or to add some more gentle messages. Be proud of yourself. I just feel like maybe recently, like you've accomplished something really big, or you've gotten through something that's like a really big deal. And it might feel like nobody around you is acknowledging it or noticing it. But I am here to say that I do, and I'm proud of you. So you should be proud of yourself. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they are proud of you. And they want you to be proud of yourself too. What else are some gentle messages for pile number one? Whoa, that was a lot. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and take those. Let's see. We have the Ten of Swords and the Sun. We also have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So we got lots of wands here. See that? Yeah. Okay. These cards are absolutely stunning. I love the fairy, the Mystic Fairy Tarot. But yeah, so it seems like maybe you have just gone through something really, really difficult. This card, the Ten of Swords, it's not an easy card, but it does mark the end of something, the end of a really tough cycle. Maybe could be a relationship, could be a job, could be school, could be any situation. It's going to be different for everyone. Remember, this is a general reading, so it will be different for everyone, but it has been a very difficult situation that you've been in. And what I'm hearing is that the sun is finally coming out. The sun is finally coming out for you. You are experiencing so much success, so much abundance, so much light, and so much joy after such a hard time. And it's because of you. It's because of the hard work that you put in. You have this newfound passion, this new drive and energy, and this want and need to create. So you need to be proud of yourself because you put in the work. You put in a lot of hard work to get yourself out of this place and into this new bright energy. And I know that it has not been easy. And sometimes it might feel like there's still this, with the Two of Wands, like there's still this like looming, you know, big adventure, this looming big like process, or like what could come ahead, like what is next kind of thing. But right now, like the gentle message that you really need to hear is just to be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for overcoming such a tough situation and for bringing this light into your life again. Like I just want to keep saying it over and over and over again. Be proud of yourself. There's so much that you've done and so much that you will do that is a reason to be proud of yourself. And although it might not feel like it at times, my dog keeps barking over and over again. So my dog is telling you to be proud of yourself too. But I feel like you might not think that the people in your life are proud of you, but there are people out there who are proud of you. But more than anything, again, you just need to be proud of yourself more than anyone else. And soon you will be recognized for your hard work, for your efforts. But first, you need to recognize your hard work and your efforts. Okay? I'm going to get you a message from the Green Witch Oracle. Gentle message for pile number 1. Victory. Yes. Number 44. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's really beautiful. Number 44 is a clear sign from your spirit guides, your ancestors, that they are here for you. They support you. They're supporting your success. They're supporting your victory. Maybe you won some sort of battle, it almost feels like, whether that could be a battle with trigger warning, but that could be a battle with depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, self-harm. And if that's the case for you, I am so proud of you. And I know that it's an ongoing journey, but I think that you've just really come out of a very difficult place for some of you. That's a very specific message. And if I'm being honest with you, I feel like this is my pile as well. I have just come out of a very dark time, and right now is my time to shine like the sun. And I have so much to be proud of myself for. I got myself out of that place. I allowed other people to help me. I have decided to bring the sun back into my life for me and for my daughter. Maybe some of you have children, for children even, or your creative outlets, passions, your business could be like a child to you. I have this newfound passion and drive for life again. And this, this need to create and to be inspired and to inspire others. And so I say that because I just feel like that is really where you at. And this is just such a big victory. Even just this, like even just what you've done so far, just getting out of this place alone, just letting the light back in and starting to create and to be proud of yourself, that is a huge victory and a huge success. So please be proud of yourself. Please acknowledge your success. And don't be so worried about, what's to come. You just went through a lot. Maybe you just got yourself out of a situation. Maybe you just got yourself out of a housing situation, I'm hearing for some of you. Maybe you were in a relationship and you lived with somebody or your family. For some of you, I feel like maybe this victory hasn't quite come yet, but it could be for some of you that it's just around the corner. And this is just the little message, the nudge that you need to hear, to be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself for being in this place right now, or now that you've come out of this place. Don't judge yourself for having been in this place for so long. I feel like a lot of the times there is so much guilt when we come out of a darker place or a rough time, because we think, oh my gosh, how did I let myself fall into that mindset for so long? How did I let this person treat me like that? How did I let this job treat me this way? How did I accept these things? But just the gentle message that you need to hear is just be proud of yourself for getting out. Be proud of yourself for stepping up. Okay, and then the last card that I have for you is a positive affirmation card. These are brand new to me. I just got these for Christmas. I've used them once, but they might need a good shuffle. They're really pretty. Okay. Ooh. I am loved. Beautiful. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. Please tell yourself that. Please don't just tell yourself that, but believe that, because you truly are. Be proud of yourself and love yourself, but also with the number 44, again, your guides, your ancestors, your team, your family, your friends, they love you. You are so loved. So loved and so supported. Okay? Alrighty. And last but not least, I have some charms to see if we can get any just additional messages today. I've got a new little bowl and plates. My great grandma passed away about a year ago, and my great grandpa, her husband, passed away last week. And when I was back home visiting for the holidays, and he passed away, I got the privilege to take home some of their things, and I'm so blessed and happy to be using some of their most treasured possessions. Pile number 1. Oh, okay, perfect. So, you got, if I can even pick it up, the little witch brewing up a potion in her cauldron. And right away, what comes to my mind is creating. I feel like I said, you were kind of in this place of like stagnation, or like actually being stuck. But now that this situation has come to an end, and now that you have, this new passion and this new drive for creating, I think it's time to really use it. And I think that some of you are starting to use it or even thinking about using it. So this is just a gentle reminder to do it. And I'm also thinking for some of you, cooking. Some of you, it would be really comforting to make your favorite meal. Make your favorite meal that, maybe your grandma used to make for you, or your mom used to make for you, if that resonates, or that you like to make for yourself. With the octopus, I think what I'm picking up from that is, while it's amazing and absolutely wonderful that you have this like newfound passion and drive and energy and you want to create, don't forget to take breaks. Don't like the octopus always with the tentacles spread out. It's like, don't spread yourself too thin. Don't bite off more than you can chew, kind of thing. So yes, follow the ideas, follow the passions, create and put yourself out there, but also don't forget to, you know, just don't overwhelm yourself. Don't burn out because you just got all of this new energy. You got the letter Q. So that could be significant, could be someone's initial, your initial, a certain word that might come to mind. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't remember exactly what this crystal is. It's blue and it's tiny, and I cannot remember what it is. But I encourage you to possibly look up blue crystals, because I feel like for some of you, this could be a crystal that's really helpful at this time. I'm sorry, that is not a very good answer. You got the ballet slippers. So for some of you, I think you love to dance. I think dancing could be a really healing outlet for you right now. I think that's a really good way to express yourself, to have fun, to be present with your body and your emotions. It's a good way to get out your energy. So, some of you, even if you just dance by yourself in your room, in your bathroom, outside, in your backyard if you can. Got this little stretchy rubber band, and that always makes me think of like adaptability or like being flexible. I feel like right now, like I said, it might feel like there's so much, like you almost don't know what to do next, but just see what kind of unfolds for you. But again, don't get too overwhelmed. But I just think that it's important to be flexible and be open with what's coming up next. And then last but not least, you got the desert rose, which I love. I love to see this, especially after for like a gentle message and just knowing that you're loved and being proud of yourself. This is the crystal for me that just really screams self-confidence. Being proud of yourself, being confident in yourself, in your beauty, in all that you've created, in all that you've overcome and accomplished. So I think that's a really, really beautiful place to end your reading, pile number one. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to see more readings from me in the future. I would love to hear if these messages resonated with you today. Please remember you are loved, you are supported, be proud of yourself. If nothing else, remember that, okay? Thanks again, and I hope to read for you again soon. Bye. All right, pile number two, if you chose the pink, the rose quartz. Oh, there's that rainbow. I couldn't get a good spot. If you chose pile number two and the rose quartz crystal ball, this is your reading, and I'm just going to leave it right there with that beautiful rainbow in the crystal ball. First things first, with the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards, you got last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less, feel more. And I opened up the book and I read the manifesting mindset section, and it says, why ruin a moment with words? Sometimes feelings are enough. It's good to talk, but it's also good just to be. So I feel like right away, the gentle message with this card is to know that sometimes it's okay for you to not explain yourself. I think that maybe somebody in your life is really wanting you to like explain your feelings. Like maybe you're having a hard time, you're feeling some type of way, and somebody in your life keeps kind of being like, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, tell me what's wrong, kind of thing. And you're just like, I don't want to talk about it right now. Like sometimes it is really good to talk about it. But sometimes it's also good to just feel your feelings. Sometimes you don't want to talk about it. Sometimes if you talk about it, that might just make it worse. I was just talking with a friend today about how when she is upset and when she is crying, she just wants to be left alone. She just wants to be able to cry it out and then move on. So I feel like for some of you, it could be just a really good idea to not talk to somebody else so quickly about what is going on or what you're feeling. Like, definitely do that if you need to. But I just feel like for some of you, maybe you're too quick to like jump into telling somebody like how you feel, but you're not even really being like accurate with how you feel because you're so like overwhelmed by the feelings, if that makes sense. I feel like I need to talk less right now and just feel more. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards or some more gentle messages. Pisces is a really gentle sign. It's a really dreamy sign. I love this card in the way that it looks. It has what appears to be amethyst on it, and we have a nice amethyst chunk right there. Amethyst, I keep saying amethyst, but amethyst is a really good crystal to work with if you are a Pisces, have big Pisces placements, or if you just want to work with the energy of Pisces. Oop. Got 3 of Wands. Shuffle over here so you could see. Pile number 2, gentle messages. Ooh. Got King of Swords. Ooh. Queen of Cups. Wow. Royal energy up in here. Ooh, that one wanted to pop out today. And the 4 of Wands. Okay, so you've got some things all over today. First things first, the Queen of Cups is a really, really gentle energy. And I love that with Pisces because cups represent water. And the Queen of Cups is really, really good at feeling her feelings without letting those feelings completely overtake her. And I say that with, you can be she, he, they, what have you. I'm just using queen typical pronouns here. So the Queen of Cups, like I said, she is really good at being able to like feel the feelings without like, I just feel like sometimes when you try to, I don't know if you guys are like this, but sometimes when I am feeling really emotional, like if I'm angry or if I'm, if I'm just having a lot of feelings, whatever those feelings might be, and I try to like talk about those feelings, I try to express what those feelings are, I will immediately just like start crying. And I feel like sometimes just sitting with my feelings, sitting with my emotions, and just kind of like observing them. Like she's just kind of sitting back here. And she's kind of, just assessing the vibe, she's just feeling. She doesn't need to, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but like post a picture of her crying on Snapchat or something. She's just feeling her feelings herself. She's just allowing those feelings to come and then allowing them to go. And with the 4 of Wands, that's a really beautiful card for being gentle with yourself. That card always, to me, makes me think of like just sitting back and thinking about and being grateful for the things that you have already accomplished, the things that you have already created in your life. And it's very interesting that you got the King of Swords because that the swords cards often relate to like communication and like thoughts. And so I feel like maybe typically you could be more of a King of Swords, more of a talker. You are always wanting to like share or feel like you need to explain. And so I just feel like right now the gentle message is just talk less and feel more. Definitely have a balance between the two because it is important to express yourself. It's important to let people know your needs and your feelings at the appropriate times. But I feel like maybe lately you've just been doing a little bit too much talking. And I say that with love and gentleness. Um, but again, with the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups, it's like literally like what this card's saying. Talk less, feel more. Sometimes it's better to just feel, even in the presence of another person. I'm hearing, because I'm feeling like this may have to do with like somebody else, and maybe I don't know, maybe I'm hearing like maybe sometimes you just like don't know what to say, or you like are saying, you're trying to like say all these things, you're trying to say the right thing, but I'm hearing that it's important to just like do what feels right rather than just like saying all of these things, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a Green Witch Oracle card. Whoop, that one flipped right over. Leadership. Broccoli. Number 6. So that's very interesting because the King of Swords is for sure leadership vibes. Oh my gosh. I just opened the book. I was about to start flipping like through the book and I just literally opened it to broccoli because I wanted to kind of see what the book had to say. It says, it is time to take the initiative and step up, even if this means throwing your hat into many rings. Do not turn down opportunities that have even an inkling of promise, as there is something circling at the moment that has a lot of potential. Good luck, growth, health improvements, and physical gains are all on offer, as are moments of passion. Be careful to ensure you delegate as needed and that you speak up for yourself. Very interesting. So I feel like I was saying, it is very important that you speak up for yourself when it's needed. But I feel like with it saying like ensure that you delegate, I think maybe sometimes you could possibly be a bit bossy. Sorry to be the one to say it, but I definitely think that there is like a lot of potential. There's a lot of um, passion. I think that there's some sort of like maybe group project. Maybe this is at work, maybe this is within your family or with friends. There's some sort of like group scenario where you are getting a little bit too much, too bossy-ish. I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I think that an important part of being a leader, and it says this in another one of my decks, is that don't be like a rebel without a cause kind of thing. Don't be a leader and have people like follow you because of what you don't stand for and you don't want. Lead by example and walk towards what you do want. So I think that you just need to call in a little bit more of that, like those feelings. those emotions, lean into the feelings, lead with love, lead with your intuition, and maybe just don't be so quick to snap at people. And I mean that with all gentleness and love. I think that maybe you just need to be a little bit more gentle with others, a little bit more gentle with yourself in the words that you choose to use with others and with yourself when you are talking. And then sometimes I feel like it's just important that you show that leaders can lead without their words. Leaders can lead with their feelings and their actions as well. Okay? Very interesting. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to smack the camera there. Okay, last card that I'm going to pull for you is a positive affirmation. These cards are so cute, so pretty, and every single one of these is such a nice affirmation. So you might be able to see some of them now, but it's all of them, every single one of them. I'm going to pick this one. I have the power to create change was the first one. And this one I'm also going to get for you. I am capable. So I feel like you are absolutely capable of accomplishing this. It might, like, right now you just might be thinking like, that sounds hard. Like, I don't know how to be, gentle with myself and others. I don't know how to talk less and feel more, but you're being reminded right now that you are absolutely capable. You are capable of accomplishing this big project with your team, with your friends, with your family, whatever it is. You're capable of being a strong, confident leader, but also having compassion and love. I have the power. I have power. I have the power to create change. You do. You really, really do. Like, you're a leader. You are a leader. And you have the power to create change, and you're capable of that. Maybe some of you are teachers. You might have a teacher with pile number 2. Because I'm getting teacher vibes with this card. Like, I have the power to create change, especially with like all of these kids on the wands cards. But you're a leader, in whatever way that is. It might not be a teacher for all of you, but you're in some sort of leadership role, and it is really important that you bring a little bit more feelings into the situation, a little bit more understanding, because that is what makes a good leader, is the balance between speaking up, being confident, being strong, and also being sensitive and empathetic. Okay, so I'm going to pull some charms for you as well. And I was telling pile number 1, I just got these new charm bucket and this plate from my great grandparents' house. They both passed away a year ago and last week. Pile number 2. Okay. Very interesting. You got Libra and you got Cancer. So Libra, charming it says. I feel like that King of Swords is definitely like a charming kind of vibe. But I feel like with the Libra charm, it's really like Libra is all about balance, all about fairness. And so I feel like I've said a bunch of times, like it's really like about finding the balance between the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups, between speaking up for yourself and listening to others is a big thing that I'm hearing. Interesting, you got the butterfly. Butterflies are a symbol of transformation. And you got the card, I have the power to create change. So not only do you have the power to create change, but you will be creating change. But you absolutely will be creating change. You got the little angel wing. That's what I always think of. So you have the support and the love of your spirit guides. I was just talking about my great grandparents who are part of my spirit guides, my spirit team, my ancestors now watching over for me. So I feel like for some of you, you may have a loved one that you're thinking of, and they are here to say, I love you, I'm here, I see you, I support you. I'm just looking at all these butterflies too with this butterfly. With Cancer, that's another water sign. So that, again, Libra or Cancer could be like somebody in your life. You could have some major placements in those signs. But I'm just thinking like a lot of focus on water. Libra is an air sign, which would go along with swords, and then Cancer is a water sign, which would go along nicely with the Queen of Cups, but definitely bringing more of that water sign energy into balance. More of that intuition, empathy, compassion, and feelings. Okay? The paperclip, again, some of you might be teachers. Or some of you, I feel like, some of you might be teachers, but some of you, I'm feeling like this could have a lot to do with your like work situation. It could be like a big project that you're working on. You could be the boss, it could be like your office, or like some sort of like group that you're working with, or could be referring to like coworkers. You could be a manager. You got the letter Q. That could be somebody's initials, your initials, or it could be like a specific word that you're thinking of. Pile number 1 also got just the letter Q, so that's really interesting. And then you also got the snowman. Little snowman. And it is winter right now. And so I feel like, I don't know, I just looked over here and I feel like definitely there's some sort of like group project going on. I'm thinking of all of the little kids when they're building Frosty the Snowman. I don't know why that's what I'm thinking of right now, but I'm just thinking of like, oops, sorry, working together and knowing that like, yes, like they're a leader is really helpful and useful for a lot of reasons, but if you are like dictating how Frosty gets built, if you're dictating what Frosty's gonna wear and you're not like allowing anybody else to help build the snowman, you're not letting anybody else help make decisions or help you execute your ideas and your plans, then you aren't a good leader, frankly. Definitely, again, last, but like this is the last thing I'm going to say. Again, speak up for yourself and be confident. Don't lose your confidence. Don't lose your ability to speak up for yourself and for your needs and your desires. But again, have compassion. Let other people share too. Talk less sometimes and just feel more. All right. So thank you so much, pile number 2, for listening. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know if this resonated with you. These were gentle messages that you were meant to hear today. I am so grateful for these messages. I feel like I have been picking up on a lot of messages. I'm loving just like staring at the rainbow in my rose quartz crystal ball. Um, and yeah, so please subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. Share this with a friend who might need a gentle message as well. You guys can compare notes. I love doing that with my friends. Yeah, so thanks again. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3 and the gorgeous, let me just show that again. The gorgeous rhodonite egg. I love it so much. This is your reading. Piles number 1 and 2 only got one of the Moonology manifestation oracle cards, but you guys had two just like jump out. So I thought, let me just keep both of those. You've got the full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve, and full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. Wow. When I put these down before I started recording, I didn't even realize that both of these were full moons. This one is a lot brighter than this one. But wow, that is really, really beautiful. Both full moons, and also Gemini comes right before Cancer in the zodiac, like throughout the year. And it was just a full moon in Cancer. I believe now it's been 4 days as I'm recording this since the full moon in Cancer. And I definitely felt the vibes of this full moon for several days after. But it was such a beautiful full moon. I really like let your fears dissolve. I feel like that is such a beautiful thing to say about the full moon in Cancer, because for me, I felt so taken care of. I was on a road trip driving home from San Diego back to the northern Houston area, which is a very long drive. It's like 21 hours total, and I did it over 3 days. I had my daughter in the car with me. It was a long drive. There were times when it was like pouring rain, and I just felt very much like taken care of. I felt like all of the fears that I could have had about, having such a long trip, or something happening with my car, or the weather, or someone, stealing the stuff off of the top of my car that was in like the storage bag. Just like there were so many things that like could have been a thought in my mind, but they just really weren't. I felt so protected, so like just on the right path home. Like it just felt really good. And so I feel like that goes nicely with embrace the flow of life, because I feel like I don't know, I just wanted to take a deep breath. So maybe you want to do that too. Embrace the flow of life. I feel like your gentle message before I've even pulled any other cards is just like, let your fears dissolve. Just let it go. Embrace the flow. Only good things are flowing your way right now. There is nothing to fear at this time. Okay. I'm going to pull some tarot cards. I just really had a vibe switch right now. Like I just went from being a little bit hyped to like, so I'm going to pull some tarot cards now. That was crazy. 3 of Cups. Woo. One back here. Knight of Cups. You guys can see that. Oh. 2 of Swords. Pile number 3. Oh, whoa. I think you guys probably saw that, but that card just leapt. That card just leapt out the deck, and oh goodness, it is the Three of Swords, right following the Two of Swords. So very interesting. Oh my gosh, this is so, I love when things are like, okay, let me try to scoot this over a bit to make sure that y'all can see all the things. But I love when things like this happen. So let me explain. You have the Cancer, full moon in Cancer here. Cancer is a water sign. You have two cups over here. Cups represent the sign of water. You have full moon in Gemini here, air sign. Swords, two right here, air sign. So water, air, very, very interesting. Wow. Although I feel like these cards are kind of, let me just, okay. I think that there is some sort of fear about what is to come when you make a really hard decision. There's a really tough decision that you're needing to make. And I have a feeling that for a lot of you, it's in regards to a person, a relationship of some kind. Doesn't have to be romantic. I feel like for some of you it is, but for some of you, I think it could even be some sort of like friendship or a familial relationship. I think you're kind of evaluating, um, where that relationship has been, where it's going, the way that you feel around this person. And I think that you're having a lot of fears about what is to come next. For some of you, like this is definitely a breakup of some kind. And it could be a breakup with like a situation like a job or school or like housing or something that's just like no longer serving you. Maybe some nicotine, cough, cough. I know specifically I have some friends who are dealing with that right now. I think that for a lot of you, though, like this is a breakup. And again, could be friendship or it could be a romantic partner. I think that your decision, like you haven't made a decision, but I think that your decision like what's the right move is pretty clear. I think that you're scared of the hurt, though. You're scared of what's going to come next after you make the decision to walk away from this person, from this situation, or from this thing. And I'm getting like a lump in my throat, making me want to drink some water. And I feel like I want to cry because I've been there. I think that the gentle message that you need to hear right now is to really just let those fears dissolve, because as scary as this heartbreak can seem, and as hard as it will be, and as difficult as it will be, and as painful as it will be, like it is the right decision. And what I'm seeing when you go through this is that you will just be so much more in the flow of life. And I love that with the Cups cards. I love that. I feel like the Three of Cups, like, I think that, so the Three of Cups always reminds me of like socializing, like they're like having drinks together. If you don't drink, having some tea together, just like getting together for um, a girls' night or a guys' night or a non-binary night, whatever suits you. But a friend night or a night with your family or something like that. Like, I just feel like there's people around you that do love you, that do support you, and that will be there for you through this difficult time. And they're going to be there for you to, like, lift you up and make sure that, I think that you're scared of being alone. I think you're scared of never finding someone again. But with the Knight of Cups, like, you're going to find yourself again. I think that you've been kind of lost. And I think that you're scared deep down to, like, know yourself again, to really get to know yourself again, to really love yourself again, because it's been so long since you've done that. I think that you have been kind of maybe just accepting more external love or seeking love in things or in other people. But I think that it's really time to, like, love yourself again, and also to let other people love you and be there for you. Like, for some of you, this is just like a thing or a situation. So just let those around you who, like, are your true, like, soul family, your people, let them support you, let them be there for you, get together with them. Maybe have like a dance party. I'm just hearing like the flow, like, let the drinks flow, whether that's, if alcoholic drinks, if that's what you like to do, or again, tea, water, even coffee. But for some of you that this is a relationship, it's time to, like, step away from this person. And, like, Cancer is such a motherly energy. And so I feel like you have to, like, lean on your motherly, like, friends or family. Again, doesn't matter the gender, but everybody has mother energy, no matter how you identify, male, female, non-binary. But it's really time to lean on others for, like, support and love, but most importantly, like, yourself. Like, I don't know, this card right here, I'm just seeing, like, she is, or they are, feeling themselves. Like, they have a knife on their hip or on their thigh. They got their armor on. They're looking good. They're feeling good. And they're ready to go. They're ready to be there for themselves, to step up for themselves. They're ready to go out, have a good time. And I'm sorry. I feel like saying sorry because I feel like maybe this was not the message that you were, like, thinking you were going to receive right now. Maybe this didn't feel very gentle. Maybe this did feel a bit harsh, but I feel like it was something that you for sure needed to hear. And I think that the gentle message behind it is that you are so loved and so supported. And I think this is just Spirit's way, your guide's way of gently letting you know it's time. Like, if they're gently letting you know the decision that you've been grappling with, it's already made, and it's really just a matter of time. And you have to let go of the fear of what's going to come when you fully make that decision, and you have to just make it. And you have to know that you are safe and you are loved, and just start embracing the flow of what comes next. I'm going to pull for you now a Green Witch Oracle card. Oh, so sweet. Black Mulberry Wholeness, number 33. That is so beautiful. Number 33. Threes are really beautiful, clear messages from your guides that they are supporting you and protecting you. You are very protected with the pentacle here. It also is associated with Aquarius, which is again another air sign. I think maybe you could be a water sign. You don't have to be, but you could have big water placements, and maybe this other person or people, or for some of you that's not going to be the case, but for some of you I feel like either you or they are a water sign or an air sign. But let me see what the book says, because I don't see this card often. Whoa, sorry about that. Wholeness, number 33. So it's magical correspondences. It says uses are protection, strength, vision, clarity, wisdom. So I feel like clarity, yes, like for sure. I think this reading is giving you some clarity right now. Setbacks, delays, and miscommunication are challenges to watch out for, is something that I see in here. So yeah, I feel like there's just, I think that with somebody or the situation, there's just been a lot of like miscommunication, a lot of like misfiring, a lot of just like misalignment. And I feel like you're just so protected, so supported by your guides, by spirit, by the universe, what have you. And they're just really trying to give you this clarity of like, let the fears of making this decision go and just make this decision, and know that no matter what you decide, you're protected, you're loved, you're supported. But also just know that you can make the decision leaning towards the way that you know deep down you want to make, and the outcome is going to be so beautiful. Like I said, with the Knight of Cups, like, and with the Three of Swords, like, you are going to be finding yourself again. You're going to be finding your wholeness, finding who you are, loving yourself for your whole self, but also in your friendships, in your family, in your relationships that are good for you. You're going to find so much fulfillment and so much wholeness in this vibe. In embracing the flow of life, you will find wholeness again. But right now, you're stuck. You're stuck at this decision because you're so scared to make it. And you're so scared of the Three of Swords. You're so scared of the heartbreak. But your heart needs to break so that it can heal back together again. Ooh, that was beautiful. In order for your heart to be whole again, I think it's already broken. You're already hurting. So let it fully break. Make the decision that you need to make so that it can become whole again. Okay, last but not least, for cards, I have some positive affirmations for you, pile number 3. Woo! Okay, let me get that one. I am stronger than I think. Oh, that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful with this reading. Like, that literally is bringing tears to my eyes, because truly you are so much stronger than you think. You can handle this. You can do this. You don't need this person or this situation in your life anymore. You're so strong. And your guides and spirit in the universe, want you they want to bring you back to wholeness. They want to bring you back to yourself. They want you to know that you are this Knight of Cups. You're so much stronger than you think. You're so protected and you're so supported. So you don't need to be sitting here in this situation anymore. Okay? Whew. Sorry, just needed to take a deep breath after that one. Get some water again. My goodness. Please look up rhodonite. Look up the meaning for yourself and see what feels right to you. Maybe pick some up, but I'll have to check when I'm done recording. But I believe that rhodonite is a really good crystal for like self love, for just unconditional love in general. And I feel like that could be something that you really need right now. Again, please look that up for yourself because I only just got it and I have a picture in my phone of um the meaning for that, but I just can't remember exactly what it said off the top of my head. Okay. Now, last but certainly not least is charms to get any additional messages for you today. I was telling piles number 1 and 2, I just got these cute little glass things from my great grandparents' house. My great grandma passed away a year ago, and my great grandpa just passed away last week. And I was lucky enough to bring some of their things home with me. And guess what? They stayed safe in the car on the whole drive home. Nothing broke. Very interesting. I've fully mixed these all up. Every single one I've like been mixing through the bowl so good. And piles 1, 2, and 3 got one letter only, and it's the letter Q. So that could be somebody's initials, could be your initials, could be a word that comes to mind, but that is just very interesting to me. So if you're still watching, I feel like all the piles could be for you. If you're only watching pile number 3, maybe go back and watch piles number 1 or 2 if you felt called to, or don't. But that's very interesting to me. You got the lion, which I just think is so beautiful. Beer before glory. That's not for you unless you want it to be. Maybe, grab some beers with some friends if that's what you like to do. But sorry, let me just move the microphone back to where it's supposed to be. Okay. Sorry about that. The lion charm. It just, like, again, with stronger, you're stronger than I am, stronger than I think. I feel like you are this lion. The way that she is kind of sitting reminds me of like a lion just sitting on a rock. Like, you are so confident. You're so strong. You got this. Like, you don't need somebody else or this situation to tell you how to be or to tell you how to live your life. You also got the not the 8 of Wands, I'm sorry. You got the 6 of Wands. Little mini card. You got the Pegasus. Again, I just feel like it's so beautiful. Like, you're about to like soar. Like, you're about to just remember, like, you are a mother effing Pegasus. You deserve to fly and feel beautiful and spread your wings and not just be like sitting here in this heartbreak and in this pain. It's time to hang it up with the paper clip. I always think, like, gotta hang that ish up, leave it out to dry, like, it's time. I don't even need to say more about that. You got the musical note. So maybe music could be a really, like what it said, embrace the flow of life. So I think that music could be really healing for you at this time. whenever I've gone through a breakup or a really difficult time in my life, music has saved me. It's a really good way of like screaming, or dancing your feelings out that maybe like you have a hard time expressing yourself, but a song could perfectly express the way that you're feeling, so you are able to like get it out. And then you also got the Cancer charm. And again, you got the full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. So just another message of knowing that you are safe, you're taken care of. It's time to lean more into that watery vibe. You could be a Cancer or have major Cancer placements. Maybe this person does. Like I said, I think it's you. I feel like you are a Cancer or have major Cancer placements or are a water sign. No, I already said that, but I think that it's you, and I think the other person could be the Gemini or air sign. Okay, well, again, pile number 3. I'm sorry if that wasn't as gentle as you were expecting or hoping for, but I definitely feel like this was something that like you really needed to hear at this time. Just please remember um, to embrace the flow of life and to let your fears dissolve. Those are the main things. And know that you are divinely protected. Like, seriously, number 33 in the Pentacle, and it specifically talked about it in the card. Like, you are so protected and so supported and loved. You have nothing to fear, like, absolutely nothing to fear. It's going to be hard. It's going to be painful, but there's nothing to fear. You will heal. You will recover. You will return to wholeness because you're so much stronger than you think. Please say it with me. I am stronger than I think. I am stronger than I think. I am stronger than I think. Okay. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for watching. I hope that this resonated with you today. Please let me know if it did. I love to hear feedback on my readings. Please remember to like and subscribe if you are interested in seeing more videos, more readings from me in the future. I would love for you to come back, for you to stay a while. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to read for you again soon. Bye.